You're watching the 2025-26 SCAC Basketball Media Days. Today, we're taking a look at the Schreiner University women's basketball program. The Mountaineers will once again be led as they head into the season under the guidance of head coach Kendra Foreman, along with leadership from senior guard Brie Sosa. And Coach Brie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank
Hello.
you.
Coach, we'll open things up with you going into year two. How have you seen this team grow over this past year from year one arriving on campus to now? And what are the biggest takeaways you took from that opening season that sort of helped shape kind of the start and foundation heading into year two?
Yes, it's been a lot of growing. The things we've been talking about is it was a lot of growing pains, getting to know me as a coach, my philosophy, getting to know the players and what they can do. So I took it all in all summer. I thought about it. I was like, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to be. And the girls have now see that, okay, this is how we're going to play and everything. So, the growing pains has definitely helped us be better. Just now in practice, we're looking and seeing things that we weren't actually executing last year. So it makes me feel a little bit better of now that we're a little bit more comfortable in the system that we're trying to play and be in and all that stuff.
Bree, I know this is an exciting season for you coming into your senior year, a two-time All SCAC performer in your own right, averaging over 13 points a game, last season. And, for you, how have you kind of stepped into this leadership role this year as a senior? And how have you grown under Coach Foreman's system? And, how much pride do you take in kind of helping shape this new culture, a new identity with this group?
Just like Coach said, I feel like last year was a growing year. We were just all definitely trying to get to know her playing style, and I think now that we have a grasp on that, that's definitely going to help us go into this year. And then just like the faith that Coach and my teammates all given me, everybody believes in me, and I know that they all trust me to guide them through the season, and they trust that what I want for the team, they know like that's we want what's best, and just really, it's my teammates that give me the motivation to really do what I do. They believe in me more than others do. They make me feel like I'm the most famous person in the world. So I give a lot of trust and faith. I give that a lot to my teammates.
Coach, hearing, you and Bree talk about kind of that growth year last year, you look ahead to this season and it's exciting. You look at the returning talent, you return six of your top seven scorers from last year's team, which I just know has to be for a coach, something that's, really comforting when you kind of open up a new year. How does that sort of set the table when you have that type of experience? Does that, really set the culture or the vibe differently this year? Feeling like you're a little bit further down the road as you start this new year.
Yes, it's we're not starting from scratch, we would say, this going into this. So we're happy about that. And the girls know that they can actually go out there and like they played already, so they know how it is. Our main thing is together we climb. So we started climbing a little bit at the end of the season. Now we're continuing to climb with what we have in our core coming back. And they're the leaders. They're the ones that set it for us. They're out there competing, and telling the new ones that have came in that this is how it's going to be, this is how it is, this is our goals. And so it's really helped comforting us and knowing that we're ready to get out there and compete against other teams now.
Bree, with all this returning experience, how would you kind of describe the energy and the chemistry within the locker room right now? And what's motivating this team as this preseason has started to unfold heading into the year?
I definitely think since a lot of us have been together over the past 3 to 2 years, we've been able to build that chemistry. And then our new group that came in, they're very athletic and hardworking. So that the fact that we don't have to do much about that is great. And like I said, everything just comes back to everyone, to my teammates. I give them all the credit. We work hard, we do everything together, and I think just the as long as we stay together, we'll do great.
Coach, what would you hope has kind of been sort of the message early on in the season as you sort of start to set the identity with this group? What are things that you hope to be consistent, night in and night out on the floor with this group, regardless of result?
Yes, we're going to be known for our defense. The girls laugh about it, but they're going to be out there defending. And like we have set a standard that this is how it's going to be, and everyone is reaching that standard. But we're going to be, like Bree said, we're very athletic this year, we're more athletic, so we're going to do a lot of running teams and stuff. So it's just going to make the game a lot more fun and exciting and all that. So it's going to be a good show to watch.
I think we wrap up with Brie. When you've had conversations with some of your other, leaders in that locker room about some of the goals and expectations coming to the year, what do those conversations look like? And, for you individually, what does it mean to represent Schreiner and play in front of Mountaineer Nation?
So goals wise, of course, everybody's goal is, to get to the SCAC tournament and to possibly win it. And of course, that's our goal. I think we're just I think we have like little things that we got to hit first in order to build up to there. So we do have little goals in order to achieve one big goal. So all of us, leaders wise, we're all on the same page. We all know what we want this team to kind of go for. Well, I mean, it's a lot, especially since this is my last year and could possibly be my last time playing basketball. So I'm gonna give it everything I can possible for my team, for my coach and my family, for them being able to provide me all these years and encourage me. So it's definitely I'm definitely gonna go all out this year. I'm gonna give it everything I can.
Finally, Coach, as we wrap up with you, just giving you the last word. What do you want fans to know about this team? You have such a unique perspective being with this group, day in and day out. As you've gotten to learn this group and find out about their personality, what are you most excited about, and what does Mountaineer Nation need to know about this team heading into 25-26?
This is a special group. Yes, we have a lot of returners. We have some new ones coming in, but they're special. There's something different going into this year. They're excited. They're ready to compete. It's going to be a great show to watch. Even on the sidelines with the girls, their personalities, they are very personal.
Yeah.
This special here this year, and I'm excited just to get out there and get going.
Schreiner University head women's basketball coach Kendra Foreman, along with leadership from senior Brie Sosa. Coach Foreman and the Mountaineers will open up the 2025-26 campaign when they go on the road at Howard Payne on November 7th. Coach Brie, thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck as you move forward throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you.